With hundreds and hundreds of cars to choose from in Forza Horizon 6, I've compiled a few that aren't necessarily the most meta. These aren't always going to win you the most online races, but they're just some of my favorite and the most fun and enjoyable cars to just drive around for any given purpose. Now, I said I didn't want to fill this video up with a bunch of meta cars. Well, I had to throw one in. The Mazda MX-5 Forza Edition, which can be found just at the start line of the Festival Kilometer drag race in the open world. It can be purchased for $450,000. If you've played Forza Horizon 6 for enough time, you probably have a couple of these by now. Anyway, this car, the reason why it makes this video is that it is incredibly fun and versatile in just basically anything that you want to do with it. Take it on-road, take it off-road, take it drag racing, whatever you want to do with it. It's incredibly fast, it's incredibly light. You can throw it around and have an absolute blast no matter what you want to put this thing through, and so it is a worthy participant on this video. Next up, I want to talk about some Corvettes. Now, there's obviously a lot of Corvette generations in real life, and they are all represented in the game, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time to go in depth about every Corvette that I enjoy in the game, because I'm also a Corvette enthusiast myself, so I understand not everybody is, but the Corvettes are still incredibly fun to drive around in the game. They are pretty versatile. You can upgrade them to make a decent build in just about any aspect. You want to take them drifting, you want to take them on-road racing, off-road, drag racing, whatever you want to do with them. There's a Corvette out there that's probably going to be pretty darn good at it. My favorite in the game are the C5 and C6 generations, just like the one I have here with my logo on it. But all of them are genuinely really good. It's hard to go wrong with a global Corvette, but I just felt that I couldn't leave them out of the video, given how much I enjoy them. But I didn't want to take up too much time focusing on only Corvettes. Next up is the 2005 Ford GT. This is likely the first treasure car that you're going to unlock in Forza Horizon 6, and is an absolutely amazing car to drive. It's very versatile. You can build it pretty comfortably for anything that you really want to do with it. As well, it is an old Forza meta car. If you play Forza Horizon 4 or Forza Horizon 5, then you probably remember this thing absolutely ripping up A-Class and S1 class on-road racing. It's not necessarily quite as overpowered in Forza Horizon 6, to my knowledge anyway, but that does not mean that it is any less fun to go and build and rip around. It's just absolutely stunning to look at. Like, this is a true modern day classic, if there ever was one. Now, this next car, I already said that I didn't want to spend too much time talking about Corvettes, because there are so many, but I felt like this one needed its own dedicated attention. This is the Formula Drift Corvette, and the reason why I wanted to highlight it in particular is because you can modify this car and upgrade it to be way more powerful than any other Corvette in the game. And so I think that sets it apart and makes it worthy of some attention in and of itself. Of course, it's a Formula Drift car, so it's incredible at going sideways, but other than that, as you can see right here, it's quite good at the drag strip as well, thanks to the fact that you can put over 1,500 horsepower in this Corvette, which is just absolutely ludicrous. It's so fast, it's so fun to drive. Shout out, honestly, to all the Formula Drift cars in the game, but the Corvette, of course, stands alone at the top for me, thus it gets the majority of the attention in this video. Next up, to likely nobody's surprise, the Honda Acti, an absolute fan favorite ever since the game came out. They're just so fun to drive, you can modify them a bunch, and this one in particular has been built very well to go sideways, which is always a ton of fun. This is actually my favorite drift car in the entire game, as a matter of fact, so I just absolutely love the Honda Acti, and actually this game is what inspired me to want to own one day. So I haven't quite achieved that yet, but hopefully someday in the future I will, because this thing is just an absolutely silly automobile that I would love to be able to experience in real life, just as much as I've had fun with it in the game. Now going from an absolutely tiny truck to one that is maybe a little too big, if even such a concept exists. The Ford F450 Forza Edition is the star of many ultra-American videos on Instagram Reels and TikTok, and rightfully so. This thing is an absolute monster truck in Forza Horizon 6, at least as close as we get to one so far, and it's just a lot of fun to drive. I mean, it's pretty quick, you can put a ton of power into it, even regarding its size. It's just really silly to just, as demonstrated, drive into an AI car who doesn't suspect a thing and just wipe them the heck out. It's just a ton of fun to mess around with, and that's kind of the key of this video. It's cars that aren't necessarily always the fastest, but they are a ton of fun. That honestly is more important to me than anything else. Now next up is the Honda E, which, as unsuspecting as it is without any upgrades, it is quite a special car to me. And I think the biggest piece of evidence in favor of the Honda E is simply the fact that I hate electric cars with every fiber of my being. However, the Honda E, in my mind, is alright. It's a car that I quite like, honestly, and I think this one is still tuned from when I was trying to drive it super fast in reverse. Regardless, this thing is just a ton of fun to drive around, especially for an electric car, and it can go very fast in reverse if done right, which is always a ton of fun. It's just the exact type of silliness that this video is honestly all about. Just fun cars to mess around with, not really take it too seriously. That's my jam. Next up, we have the Aerial Nomad. This car is actually featured in the current season of the festival playlist, and this thing makes the video for being such a fun, lightweight, nimble, and reliable off-road racer. This thing, especially in A-Class, now this one I've got right here is upgraded all the way to S2 class, I believe, but in A-Class, this thing is an absolute monster, and it's just an absolute joy to drive. Absolutely monstrous against A-Class opponents off-road. And if you don't have the Aerial Nomad and you're not using it, please go use it. It is just incredible to drive, honestly. Now this is another car that you've probably seen before, but the Nissan S-Cargo Forza Edition. As cool as the regular one is, the Forza Edition one is obviously so much cooler and faster and just, well, I jumped the start there, but regardless, this thing is absolutely rapid, as you can see right here. It looks like a snail, but it's just so incredibly fast. It's fun to mess around, especially if you've got friends that maybe don't know the game all that well, and so they're unfamiliar with the S-Cargo Forza Edition. You pull up in it, ready to drag race, and they think they're going to smoke you, but then you just absolutely run away from them and leave their shocked faces in the dust. It's absolutely priceless. But the final car that I'd like to talk about in this video that you need to go get in Forza Horizon 5 is the Celine S7 LM. This car, I believe, is ordinarily only attainable through a wheel spin. However, you can get one because they're now in the festival playlist if you get 40 points in the current season if you're watching this when it's fresh. But there's plenty of them on the auction house for a mere 1 million credits. This car and how incredible it is can be yours. This thing just is incredible. It's really fast, and I mean, just come on now. This thing just screams like late 2000s, early 2010s, just wow. What a car. I'm not even quite sure what made me fall in love with this car so much, but I have fallen in love with this car, and it's incredible. I highly recommend you get all the cars that have featured in this video and try them out for yourselves. Be sure to leave a comment. Any cars that you think should have made the video but just missed out. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this if I get enough comments with enough good ideas. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe as always. And yeah, stay tuned for more Forza videos coming at you every day. Follow me on Instagram at MSL12 and on TikTok at MSL12 as well. So Thank you for watching.